Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to get the King's Admiration trophy / achievement in Cuphead the Delicious Last Course. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go up to the King of Games, and you're going to choose Run the Gauntlet. So basically in this mode you have to complete all of the King of Games champions in a row without dying. So starting off with the pawns, what you want to do is you just want to parry dash right into the pawns when they're on the ground. That way you don't get hit, and it's just a little bit easier to hit them. And then you can just single jump over them. If you notice at the top, they'll always run. You can always see which one's going to jump down, and they'll always run towards your character, so you can always see where they're coming from and keep that in mind. Next up we have the Knight. He's a little bit difficult. You have to stay near him, or else he will do this cheap dash attack at you, which is hard to dodge, and he won't let you hit him unless you stay near him. So he has three main moves. That up swipe he just did is probably the hardest one to punish. You can, if you want to play it safe, you can just let him attack with that, but you can also double jump into him and then parry in order to get a quick hit in. His other attacks are when he does a big slash with his sword. You can punish that just by right there, just bait it out, and then you can hit him like 2 or 3 times depending on how quick you do it. He also has a lunging attack, which he can do right here. You just want to jump, parry him when he's lunging, and then you can hit him 2 or 3 more times depending on your timing. It'll take about like 20 total parries, but you should be able to get it pretty quickly. If you're having trouble, just play safe and don't go for anything more than one hit. After the Knight, we have the Bishop. The Bishop isn't too bad. You basically just have to turn out the candles and avoid his bells and his head, and then parry him when the candles are out. The main thing for this is you just always want to be moving constantly just to avoid his head, because it can go a little bit fast, and if you're already moving, it's easier to dodge it. Next up we have the Rook. He's probably the hardest of the chess pieces in my opinion. You just want to parry the heads he chops off back into him. My biggest tip for this fight is just play it slow. Only go for one head at a time to knock back into him, and always be watching that electric thing on the ground, because that's what's going to get you hit the most. Also, go for the heads that are closer to you and further away from the screen, and not as far away from the screen, because they take less amount of parries to hit back into them. If you're doing this optimally, it should only take about like 2 parries per head, and always be jumping in the air when you parry, because then they'll get knocked up higher in the air, and it'll be easier to hit back into them.
This match will get red hot.
Finally, we have the Queen. You basically just have to aim this cannon into her and parry it, and try. My biggest tip for aiming the cannon is aim for her head, because her hitbox is on her head and not on her body. Just focus on not getting hit by the gold attack she does. and worry less about the cannon. I like to do the cannon after the gold attack is finished because there's a few seconds of downtime where you can aim it. I also try to aim the cannon at the corners when she's in the corner just because it's kind of hard to hit her in the middle when she's strafing. Assuming you survived all 5 bosses, you should have the achievement.